So next, we have the distinct pleasure and honor of having one of our former, well, I guess you're always a graduate, right? One of our alums from the department to speak to you. Sometimes she goes by the name Elise the embryologist. You may know her on social media. Thank you so much, Elise, for being here today. And I introduce to you from the class of 2018, Elise Daniel.
Thank you, Dr. Lubasher, for your kind introduction. It's an honor to be one of this year's fall commencement speakers. As you all heard, my name is Elise. I graduated from NC State in 2018 with my BS in genetics and minor in biotech. And I wish I could tell you that you'll fall into your dream position as soon as you walk out of these doors. Some of you may, but for those of you who don't, my greatest piece of advice is to be patient with your career after graduating, and I encourage all of you to work hard at the things you're passionate about in life. I know as your keynote speaker, I seem super accomplished, and in my own respect, I am. But as someone who's not even 30, although much closer than I would like, it comes up very fast, I don't feel too far removed from the chairs you're sitting in today. Each individual's path after graduation will look different, and I'd like to share a little bit about my path leading up to being before you today. Honestly, I had no idea what I wanted to do once I graduated. I barely knew what I wanted to study in undergrad. It takes a long time to figure that out. But I knew what I liked and what I didn't like. Med school, graduate school, PA school, I knew that wasn't for me. Frankly, I was burned out, like I'm sure a lot of you can relate to, and I was ready to make some money. School is expensive. But I also wanted to follow the passions I had for reproductive health, lab work, and education. I just didn't know what that looked like. After graduating, I accepted a junior andrology position at the same lab I interned at while at NC State. In 2018, it felt like the perfect job, and at the time it was. I still appreciate my time in that position. I spent years there training to be an embryologist, making connections with patients. But what I didn't expect was how much I learned from the failures I had there. I'm sure, like a lot of you, I had near perfect grades, did great things on and off campus, and by all means, that is an accomplishment worth celebrating. But failing was the hardest thing for me to learn to be comfortable with. As the years went by at my first job, I felt like there was more I could do to educate the patients we had coming in who were trying to build their families. I was also eager to find a way to combine the things I had grown passionate about, reproductive health and education. After a couple of my ideas were shot down, I decided I wanted to do my own thing and create a platform to share the information I loved learning and the information patients were desperately seeking. So I started an Instagram page, and I forced all of my friends and family to follow me. I posted videos on all of the things I was asked on a daily basis by patients and showed the cool things I got to do in the lab. I talked about everything from the basics of the menstrual cycle to showing how to biopsy an embryo for genetic testing. With a little push from my siblings, the idea to start an Instagram grew into starting a TikTok. And soon I was posting content for over 150,000 followers. Eventually, it was time for me to part ways with that job that I had learned so much at, because I knew that my vision was worth pursuing, even when they didn't. I knew what I was doing was making an impact, and that was my only goal. But not seeing eye to eye with them on my social media felt like a failure, and it took a lot for me to be willing to step away from something safe and to step into a new opportunity that could come with uncertainty. Now, not only do I get to continue the lab work I love, I also get to educate and support people all over the world who are trying to conceive, as well as normalize infertility struggles. So, to the class of 2022, I challenge all of you to step away from jobs and opportunities that aren't serving you, even when failure is possible. It's hard as a young person to have your ideas taken seriously, but keep pushing because someone will see the value in your ideas. Be different and weird. Follow your passion. Take up space, and thank the people who motivated and supported you along the way. Earn your respect through being innovative and dedicated to creating tangible change in whatever industry you enter. I know your education at NC State has prepared you to take those failures and turn them into new and better opportunities. When failure comes, just think and do, which NC State loves to teach us. Congratulations, class of 2022.